to get a new sponsorship in the NHS, but getting unfortunately awesome. Did I say awesome? I'm sorry about that. Have you ever had any interview? Have you ever successfully gotten an interview with the NHS? How, Sarah? Am I pronouncing your name well?
Yes, no.
Never gotten an interview.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to share my slides now. Please turn off your mic. I'm going to go straight into. Okay, you've got. Ayo said he has gotten an interview. Ayo, where are you? Where in the UK are you? Sarah, please mute your mic. Thank you. You're on a student visa and you need to join the NHS. Awesome. Awesome. I just ask these questions to be sure that we are on the same page, because not everybody always remember why they actually joined the group sometimes. So you have had 2 NHS interviews. Joy, beautiful, beautiful. I've been able to get some NHS interviews, but all my responses have not been fruitful. I don't know if there's something I'm not doing right. Still have some interviews scheduled for the coming week. Awesome. Awesome. That's nice. Okay. I'm happy to hear that you are even getting interviews, meaning you're doing something right. Okay. Let me go ahead and try to share my screen. If you can see my screen right now, tell me higher. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen and me? Can you see me and also my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So we are going straight into today's class. Anybody that is not here, go and tell them that they are missing out. Go and tell them that they are missing out. And this replay will not be available for long. So let them know. Well, I'm so tempted to say amen. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Maybe I should say it repeatedly so that it would, I would not have said it. All right. So, who is Rachel Badejo? Who is Rachel Badejo? My name is Rachel Badejo. I'm a mom of 5. And very soon I'm going to tell you my story in the UK and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why am I going out of the way to organize a free webinar tonight? Number 1, the truth is, we are all here for one purpose. Everybody that has been talking since has something in common. The problem is real. You send applications, you're not getting responses, or you don't even know some people don't even know which employer has sponsorship. So they are just applying to anything, anywhere, everywhere. While some people do not even know how they will remain in UK. What's next for them after school? For example, if you came in as a student, what is the next thing for you? What am I even doing? God, I hope my story will not be Jakpada. And I pray that will not be your story in the name of Jesus. But if there are some people, unfortunately, that they would have to Jakpada. But yeah, back to who I am. Who is this lady with baby voice? I know some of you will be like, why is her voice so tiny? Don't worry, it is my trademark. Yeah. I arrived in this country in 2022. I arrived with 3 children. Can anybody still see me? I want to be sure I can see everybody. Okay. I arrived in this country in 2022 with my husband, 3 children, and twins pregnancy. So I arrived already with a status that I would not be able to work for a while. And the company who brought us in, unfortunately, fortunately for them, or unfortunately for whoever it is, laid my husband off 2 months after we got into the country. And my twins were just about 3 weeks old, or I think 1 month old then, because I gave birth to them 3 weeks after we entered into the country. We had just rented a house in Kent after squatting in one room, family of 7. It was devastating. I love to share my story because I know that somebody here can relate it with whatever it is I'm saying tonight. And I'm sharing this story not because I want you to say, this UK is terrible or no. I'm sharing my story with you tonight because I want you to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want you to know that I see you. I see your pain. I know the struggle. I have experienced it firsthand. We are on our 5th COS in this country. Can somebody type 5 in the comment section so I know that everybody can hear me? As in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have not even used 5 years. If you calculate, we are just in our 4th year. By August, we will be 4 years in the UK. So for somebody to change COS that frequently, you should know that we have gone through some kind of ordeal that some people have not survived it. I can smile today because I don't really think there's anything new again. As in, you know, when you have gone through some challenges in life and you, whatever it is UK wants to bring now, in as much as God sent me here, we will overcome, we will pull through. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing chats. Somebody said at least you get interviews. I don't think the person is talking to me. Oh, you can't see my face anymore. I can see myself. Yeah, 5, 5, 5. Thank you for following along. All right. So after he lost that job in 2022, I'm grateful to God. Before I go ahead, my husband is here with us tonight. Please, if you can turn off your video and say hi so that he can corroborate my story. He's going to also share his own testimony as time goes on. We stayed without job for 6 months in this country. Imagine having people who have just one child, who gave birth to just one child in this country, know how stressful it can be. How much more you're new in the country. I don't even have a mother. My mom died when I was so little, so I don't even have the luxury of saying I want to bring in my parents to help me take care of my children. My husband too is an orphan, so we had to take care of the children ourselves. We had to struggle. There were days where he had to am I permitted to say this? There were days where he had to wash cars, you know what I mean by under the table kind of thing, and earn just 30 pounds in a whole day in the snow in winter. It was terrible. There were days I want to give up. Personally, I came into this country because I know that God told me to come. I had the encounter. I didn't come to this country because I was hungrily looking for a better future for my children, which is the case for many people. I knew why I came, and at this point, I'm going to ask many of you because I know there are a lot of people right now who are frustrated. And somebody will even say, frustration is an understatement. I know there are people here who are like, they are confused, you are scared, you're like, sure, I will not go and look for alternative. Wouldn't I go and look for another country? Many people even came to the UK as a stepping stone, pending when their Canada visa would come out, and they are still stuck 4 years after. They've still not been able to get into Canada. And the question remains, what's next? Now, while I couldn't do anything, while we were struggling to pay rent of 1,002, we were new in the country. So we did not even know that there are even some places in the UK that their rent is cheaper, So we went through a lot, and all I could do was carry the laptop. The only thing I knew that was a possession that I must not give up on, that must not give up on me, that it mustn't get spoiled, was my laptop. Because as much as I couldn't go out and hustle, there were days my husband was traveling from Kent to Wales every week just for 20 hours shift because he was having hope that they will sponsor him. If you just put it in your map from Margate, Kent, to Wales, and tell me how many hours journey that is. Traveling to, it's like going within 2 countries because Wales is another country every week, or days when he was traveling from Margate to London just for 20 hours shifts, all because his family must survive. And all I could do was sit down with the laptop. I won't sleep at night. There were days I was depressed. I didn't know I did not have my bath for 3 months. I was just going to the shower, pour water on my body before I say whatever it is. The twins are crying. Let me not give you all those details. But here we are. After getting that a new COS in 2023, something else came up. The company, a very good care company in Kent, lost their sponsorship license, and we were back to square one. Fear arose. You know what they call PTSD, like the kind of suffering we had gone through a year before. It is real. We are not ready to go through that. So we're like, you know what? Let's go to the north. Let's move to a place where at least the rent will be cheaper. It came from the place of fear. Even though, because I'm a spirit-filled person, even though I knew God wasn't directing us there, and I tried to convince my husband, but hey, Rachel, you're not working. Which idea do you want to say you have? And we went on. You can't see my face, but I hope you can hear my voice. I think other people can see my face, so or am I the only one seeing myself? Anyways, we went from one job to the other, I have some testimonials here that I'm going to share with you. If you can see my screen, let me know. I want to show you proof of some of the... Can you see my screen? Okay, can you tell me exactly what you can see? Because some things are blocking this screen right now. So this was our first ever COS in this country. I blurred out some personal information, but can you see that name? That's Badejo Akinwale. Can you see July 2022? That was when the COS was assigned and we applied for our visa from Nigeria. What else again can I show you? We've applied for plenty COS. This was another one in June 2025. Last year. There were some I can't even find. I just did whatever screenshots I could. This is look at this date. This is the most recent one. April 20th. That should be like 2 weeks ago. This is with the NHS. Can you see? Please see attached certificate of sponsorship. And the visa for this one arrived this morning. Now, I'm showing you all of this just to tell you, tell somebody, because a friend was telling me today that, Rachel, if not that I know you, if not that I trust you, if I just enter a training and somebody says I have had 5 COS in less than 4 years, I'll say it's a lie. Is it that easy to get COS? Now, my story is a story of grace. First and foremost, I lay no claims to having known how to hack the system. I just know, I said earlier, I came into this country with a clear instruction from God to move with my family. And so, God has the responsibility to ensure that Oju Otimi, I'm sorry if you're not Yoruba, that I'm not put to shame. So, the glory for this testimony I'm sharing with you this evening goes to God. Then secondly, I was able to sit down and crack this code that, where am I even going to with 5 children? How? At a point, I started using glasses because me and computer were 5 and 6. I hope everybody can still hear me. Computer and I were 5 and 6. I sat down with the system because it just has to work. It just has to work. Getting into NHS was like, hey, was a Herculean task. Eventually, we got into the NHS let me see if I can see that conditional offer for the year we got into the NHS. No, this is another person's testimonial. Somebody that assisted with visa and he got a role as a senior carer. Yeah, this, I don't think this was 2025. Yes, I think this was the interview that led to, I'm not sure. Let me not bore you with these images. But we finally got into the NHS. In 20, you said what?
October 2024.
2024, okay. He finally got into the NHS in October 2024. You would ask, why didn't you try NHS since 2022? There was one simple answer. We had no idea that NHS carried several advantages. And I know that is the story of many people here. Have you heard that statement that who introduces you to the country when you enter? The information you get when you enter into the country is very important. If not, you will make a lot of mistakes. When we got into this country, what we heard from people is that NHS doesn't pay well. As at then, salary was even £10 per hour. Some companies were even paying £9. Am I correct, sweetest? Some companies were even paying, eh?
Yes, you're correct. And the company that I was working with was paying higher, so I was just relaxed, lounging.
Yeah. So we did not even know that this COS thing. If someone had told me in 2022 that in 3 years I'll be on my 5th COS, I would have said it's a lie. Because everything seemed like, oh, finally the storm is over. He was working with one of the biggest companies. As at then, when companies were paying £10, they were paying him around £14 per hour. It's one of the biggest companies in Kent here. So, it was a good thing. It was a good company. They are not toxic. And it's rare to see such companies. But life happened. It's not even a Nigerian company. Life happened and they lost their COS. And we started that cycle again. And the next thing was, okay, we relocated to the north because we saw a house where the rent was £550. And it started because, of course, he was still working. Remember, I said we moved out of here. So he was traveling all the way from Kent down to come and do just at least still work so that his family can eat. And for 7 months, that continued until I think December 2025, when I said, you know what, we will not die, you're not going again. Then it was a week after that the company finally said, you know what, we are going to give you COS. And his visa came out January. No, 2024. Then his visa came out January 2025. But along the line again in 2025, unfortunately, he lost his driver's license because he had 6 points on it in less than 2 years of having the license. And because it was a domiciliary company, it couldn't continue working. We needed to find another COS as a matter of urgency. Like, when you're beginning to relax and you're saying, finally we crossed this ordeal, and life says, hold up, there's no peace for you. Get up again and start searching. So in a nutshell, that was my story. That's the story of my family. And by the grace of God, because now I had set up a framework that I call STAY, S-T-A-Y. I'm going to share it with you in this webinar. I had set up a framework where I know how to position myself. Like I said, and I tell people who are close to me, I'm my husband's PA. There's no other job I have in this country. I'm your PA. You go out and look for the work. And I will use this opportunity to advise people who are new in the country. The devil is against many marriages now. A lot is going to happen. Hold on tight. hold on tight, because whatever it is that is happening now that is making your home shaky, it is because of the uncertainties that comes with relocation, settling in the country. It is not easy. I went through my marriage wasn't entirely rosy. I was sharing with my friend before I came on this live how 2025 was a year I was considering Abi I should just divorce. You know, you would have instances where you will want to give up on your home. And I don't know why I'm saying this to somebody, because this is supposed to be an NHS interview class. Hold on fast and sit down. If you've heard about project management in this in your life before, if you know anything about how to maybe use Google Sheets or something, I had to sit down and say, you know what, it's like our reality. It's like we'll be jumping from one COS to the other till our 5 years is complete in this country. So can we just kukuma get to it? And from there, people who saw that Rachel would help me apply for job, and I'm getting the job. They started referring people to me. Remember, I said I wasn't working, and that was how I started helping people based on, okay, I had set up a system and it's working for me. It's working for my family. The first job I got helping people apply for this, I was scared though. In fact, I could not even charge for it, because it was the man that eventually said, no, I have to pay you. I have suffered and you just help me get a job just like that. And so I am not saying this because because I want you to feel like it's easy. No, my hands, they are like this. I am repeating myself. Can somebody unmute yourself and help me reiterate it that Rachel did not say it's easy to get COS. I did not say so. But there is a framework that I have developed for myself and that I use with the clients that I work with. It's called STAY. I'm going to share it with you in these slides. That is the framework that I have used to ensure that my family and I have not jackpotted back to Nigeria, and that I've also used to assist a few people to get their stay in this country. So everything changed when the right strategy replaced me just doing guesswork. So it stopped being us having to stay without job for 7 months to before one job is over, we are not left hanging. And one of the methods that, if we have time, I think my husband tells everybody that, see, never have only one job in this country, especially if you're an immigrant. Never. Because UK, we humble you. I'm not saying this to scare anybody. So one of the things I did was I learned how applications actually work, and I started getting real results, and I began helping other people to do the same thing. So I have been able to understand how to get job offers for people beyond just care job. And this is what these 2 job offers means. Meaning, yes, there's this section, this categorization of jobs in this country where everybody is saying, see, can I just get care work, care work, care work, care work, care work? And unfortunately, things are changing. Things are changing. There's a privileged information we got recently, and I say privileged. I'm going to share that in the next slide. This is just proof that I have had results. I don't want to waste time here. I want to really go into teaching you how I do these things. So rules are changing, immigration policies are changing. And so recently, a certain HR manager with the NHS, one of the top HR managers with the NHS, confided in us, and he, like I said, it's just grace, because it's not like she's African that I'll say, oh, maybe because we are same color. She's 100% white. but it's a privileged information, and we're made to understand that. You see, even this role called healthcare assistant is going to be scraped very soon, that by December, they are even going to cancel that role. For some NHS is nursing assistants. They call them nursing assistants. That role is going to be cancelled. So many people from January next year will just be like, they are not getting these jobs. More companies will begin to say they can't sponsor. Even though the information government gave is that by 2028, the health and care visa would cease to exist. But we have the privileged information in-house that the government instructed the NHS that these roles have to be scrapped. And so, unlike other informations that we easily get in the white paper, this one is not there. The competition is growing daily. And so you cannot afford to be in limbo, especially if you're a student right now and you have not even gotten your graduate visa. I tell as many students as I'm opportune to meet that the best time to start applying, regardless of every challenge you're facing, is the day you entered into the country. Now, I will tell you one mistake many people make, and if you can attest, I'm sorry, I am because I'm looking at my screen, I'm not seeing the chat in case you're asking me a question in the chat. One mistake a lot of people make is that they wait till, the stress of school is over. I know coming in as a student is not easy. I can't even begin to imagine. I initially wanted to come for my master's, but then God says, you know what, I want to bless you with twins. It was unplanned. But, I was always beating myself up. I can't go for my master's anymore. It was when I got into the country and I saw the reality and I said, hey, God played a joker on me. And so I identify with every student that is here presently. You are doing a lot. And that is why this framework I'm going to teach you is going to help you to overcome any form of overwhelm and help you stay on track, so that even if in a week you are applying to 50 jobs, because right now it's not just about you knowing the right framework anymore, but there's something called a game of numbers. Because the truth is, it is not every NHS job that is on the NHS website that is actually there to employ. If you don't understand what I just said, can you please drop a comment so that I can explain myself? It is not every advert you see that is actually intended to employ you. So right now, there are a lot of people in-house in the NHS sector already that are looking for. You are back. How? Did the network go? I'm sorry, have I been talking to myself? Okay. Olabisi said I should explain. Yeah, that's what I'm...
No,
we
not
can
talking
hear
to
you.
yourself. We're listening to you.
All right,
We can
thank
hear
you.
you.
Hear
you.
Thank
We can
you.
hear you. I'm online. I've been online since.
All right. So there are a lot of jobs within the NHS. So when you go to that NHS website to look for a job, you will see that, you are seeing about 600 job vacancies. But the truth is that out of those 600 jobs, you'll be shocked that it may only be 100 that is actually really open for employment, because there are a lot of people who have played smart and just entered into the NHS through any means possible. And this is what I mean. So if you're here now, you just entered last year as a student, you're not yet done with your school. If you see even cleaning job in the NHS right now, enter. Am I making sense? Don't wait that, I want to work in my field. While I encourage everybody to work in your field, we will get to that. But if the purpose is you're looking for a settlement route via the NHS, if what you get is kitchen assistant, enter. because the NHS is like a big community. Is like it's like you're saying Ministry of Health in Nigeria. So there are a lot of job roles. It's not only doctors and nurses and healthcare assistants. No. So there are lots of job roles. There are even some job roles that is not directly via the NHS websites that you get them. So when you're able to enter via this and it is already on your CV that you are in-house, if there is any opportunity that opens up within the NHS that can offer you COS, your manager, I tell people, there are in this country, unfortunately, sometimes you can't really claim your rights at the place of work because you know what you're looking for. So whatever it is you can do. Yeah, Kasara, you said these roles don't sponsor. That's why I said if you still have time on your visa, enter into the NHS with any role. That's if your visa is not tying you down, and for example, Kausara, you can't do that right now because you came in with the skilled worker visa already, and so no company would want to employ you. Somebody said even if there's less than 1 year left. Now, for those who have less than 1 year left, this is where the strategy comes in. This is where the stay framework comes in. Somebody said, I still have 8 months left. What kind of visa are you on, Dada Kende? Because strategy is everything. No, God is everything. Then strategy comes next. Student visa, beautiful. You have, in fact, you have very great advantage right now, Dada Kende. Do you have family here? Ayo has 4 months left on graduate visa. Ayo, I would rather have you at this stage that you are. You're at a critical stage, Ayo. Let's call a spade a spade. At this stage that you are, I would advise you book a consultation session about the immigrant pathways available to you. And I would advise you jump on it at any moment, because I had a news yesterday from my immigration consultant. And it's such a sad news. No, 2 days ago. And some of you might have heard it, that even people who are using FLR as an opportunity to stay now, unfortunately, government has seen that most people are just using that route. So they are not announcing it. So government is doing so many things to chase people back home. So they are not announcing it. So when people apply for FLR, when they go for the biometrics or whatever, government holds down their passports. And because they know they don't have a plan, after they have refused the application, they give them an ultimatum to leave the country and tell them to come and collect their passports at the airport. Has anybody heard that recently? In the past 1 week, we've had several messages in our DM about this thing I just described now. That is scary, very scary. And it is things like this that, it hurts me. It was what pushed me out of my comfort zone to say, you know what, Rachel, God has not given you this wisdom for you to say, oh, it's only a few people that people refer to you that you are helping. I'm this kind of person. I just like to off my camera and be in the dark.
No, that's fine.
Sarah, you've heard of it, right? That they will even pay for their tickets because government wants people to go home. A particular minister of God, if you are a Christian, a particular minister of God actually prophesied recently this year that doors of nations are shutting. And so this is actually a state of emergency. And I'm saying this not to scare you. And before I go ahead, if you're currently on a visa, if your company's COS has been revoked, I want to tell you that your greatest fear right now, your greatest enemy right now is fear. Can you type it in the comment section if that is your own situation? Your greatest enemy right now is fear. Because the best people right now in the UK are people whose company COS were revoked because government by themselves has raised support. But I have had people that have had to consult with that have come to me for consultation recently, and they have lost money, they have lost opportunities because they are scared. The help and support that government gave them, they are missing out on it because they thought it was government looking for a way to chase them back. But genuinely, the job I said my husband got when we got to the north, that he resumed January 2025, it was through the support that government gave to people whose sponsorship license has been revoked. And after, because of some issues that we faced again, the racism was tough. They started coming, these breeds started coming to stone our glass. We couldn't sleep at night. My children were scared. I could not leave my children to go to school alone. The North is on another level. It's good for some people, but for me, we went through a lot and we had to come back to the Kent and say, you know what, regardless. And because it was already on the list of sponsorship, those that government wants to support before, all we did was to write to them to say, this is our challenge. We moved to the north because we were scared of the rent responsibilities and all that. But right now, our children's mental health are important. And they said, you know what, you have a good reason to come back. If that's why you have to come back and we start looking for another COS for you, they gave him that support, and they have trainings and everything available for you. We're in Northeast, Peter Lee. I was in Peter Lee. I left recently. Not even up to 2 months. I just left. I was in Peter Lee in the Northeast. It wasn't easy. Family of 7, moving up and down in the UK. So when I tell you that I can relate, sometimes when I say these things, I say it with a lot of passion because I have lived through it. So if your license has been revoked, yes, it was Home Office that also informed my husband then. If your license has been revoked, don't allow fear to be your enemy. Home Office will send you email of organizations that will help you. You may want to book a consultation with me, and I'm going to help you through that. See, you don't have problem. Yes, the problem right now is that you need money. But if you can get 20 hours job, especially if you have a partner to support, you will survive. And that's why I shared my experience with you, so that you can see that it's not somebody that just wants to make money that is coming to talk to you. I have gone through the different stages of depression in this country. I have gone through the boss. I have 3 months left of my visa. I currently work in the NHS as a resource coordinator, but unfortunately my role doesn't sponsor. Oluwatobi Bams, beautiful. Can you tell me how many years you have used with the NHS? If you don't have partners here and you're alone, that is where you need to see. Many times as Nigerians, I'm sorry, I'm Nigerian, even though I don't look like one. Many people say I look Ghanaian. Many times we try to save money. I understand. But when you are in critical situations like this, I tell people, Yorubas, we say, oh, wo laughing, wow. Sometimes you need to pay the right people to give you advice, not just sit down with information somebody is giving you on YouTube. You need to take the pain on days when you're not working. Don't go to Indeed. Don't go to NHS job websites. Sit down with the government websites. If you don't have money to pay for consultation, sit down with gov.uk. Every information you need is on that website. Oluwatobi Bams, how many years have you used with the NHS? Because if you have used up to 1 year with the NHS, there is a way they can actually switch you into a job role that can sponsor you.
Hi, Rachel. Hi.
Hi, Oluwatobi.
Hi. Okay, so in my current role, I've worked about going to 10 months, but I previously worked with NHS 24. That was over a year. I spent over a year in the role before I moved to my current role.
So altogether, how many years experience have you had with the NHS in the trust where you are?
So that will be going to 2 years now.
Awesome. You at the end of this class, if you're willing, you could actually book a section with me. But there's I've forgotten the name right now. There's a way you could have positioned yourself the moment you had 1 year experience within the NHS, and you don't even need to start going through interviews.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely book a session. Definitely.
No
But
problem.
I do that though.
Sweetest, please can you help me drop the link for the bookings? I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. I don't want to lose my chain of thoughts.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Currently a bank staff with the NHS since March last year. I received an email for bank to permanent, but I have not gotten back from them yet. Yeah, please, you need to follow up on that. You really need to follow up on that. These are ways. So you see, when I told you that it is not every job every job advert that you see on NHS website that is for people outside. Because look at all these people now that are saying they are with the NHS, All they need to do is have a conversation, a deep conversation with their HR or their manager and all that. And they would know which way forward. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And for trust who probably don't have that arrangement, there are ways people do these things, especially if you still have time. So imagine when there are about 10,000 people already working with the NHS who are looking for how to switch to permanent, and you don't even have anything NHS in your CV. You now want to come from nowhere. So even when you make it to interview and you are so certain that your interview you did so well, it's still not a guarantee that you'll get the job. Oh, Mr. King, you can unmute yourself. Akinwale Badejo. Oh, you said my hands are raised. Okay, thank you. I have brought it down. Yeah, so
All right.
let's move on from there. So I've said this before, one job is not enough for you in this country. One job is not enough for you. So this is the framework that I talked about. This is the STAY framework that I said I use. Strategy. T stands for target. A for application. And Y stands for your future. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Sometimes I read what I come up with and I'm like, Rachel, are you okay? So what does strategy mean? Understand the rules and build a plan. Stop applying blindly. So one of the things I did then was, remember the other time I mentioned having a project management mindset. So I had to go into that. I had to put on that garment of a project manager. And I got a diary that was solely for job applications, because I am one of those people that ideas flow once I take my pen and I'm writing. While for some people like my husband, let them be having all the ideas, let them be dropping all the ideas in this world. They can type and it will be flowing. For me, know what works for you. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to get a book and a pen and I sat down. The first thing is you need to clear your head. You need to clear your head. The hustle is real. The struggle is real. This strategy may sound so simple, but the truth is, if your mental health is in disarray, you're not going to be able to do anything. If you agree with me, please say hi. You will even be applying, you'll be typing nonsense. So you need to calm down and work on a strategy. And one of the strategies I tell people, yes, especially students who still have time on their visa, don't go about applying for all the jobs on Indeed. Don't go about applying for all the jobs on NHS websites. Have a strategy. So I'm going to jump to your future and still come back to strategy because they are intertwined. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. When you know the end result you're looking for, everybody here now, the essence of this class we are having, can you attest to it that the real essence of what we are doing now is because everybody is looking for settlement pathway? If I'm correct, please say yes. Just type yes, 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 yes. Let it be coming in. I want to see. Maybe I'm just assuming. The end result, why we are here, when you should have gone to go and pack shift and make maybe 10 pounds per hour or something. Yes, God bless you. The real essence is settlement. So why waste time applying? A lot of people apply for plenty roles and you come back and say, they said they are not sponsoring. Remember the other time I said the government, I know some of us here have this information I'm about to say, but I see a lot of people in my DM who don't have jack idea about what it is called. There are lists of companies who have the sponsorship license, although right now it is a bit difficult for them to sponsor because there are new rules. And so one of your strategy is sitting down to understand the rules before you could apply to job, and any company who urgently needs you will sponsor you. But right now government has given, because they saw the influx of people into the health and care visa, and so they have given a clause that for you to sponsor a carer, he must work with you for 6 months. And many people here, I'm seeing people that have only 4 months left, 3 months left, 1 month left. So tell me how a company would even be able to sponsor you. And the truth is, there are many companies that when you chat them up, they will tell you, no, we don't sponsor. But the truth is, they actually sponsor. You to figure this out. You are an HR manager, right? You have a role. You want to employ just 2 people, and 3,000 people applied because your company have sponsorship. You too, if it is you, what will you do? Answer me. Can somebody respond? It's not funny and it's not fair, but it's sadly it's the truth. You will be telling them that there is no sponsorship, because who wants to start sieving through all of those? Because even if you're doing your application right, and the AI that they are using is shortlisting you, at most the AI will still shortlist about 200 people out of the 3,000 people, and it's still a lot of work for these HR managers. So you know what? The best thing is for them to write it openly on the Indeed application that we do not sponsor. So what is your strategy? Have you thought of writing an email? Have you thought of building a system, like create a to-do list? If what works for you is to have an app you use as a to-do list, create a to-do list and say this is the strategy I'm going to use. Give yourself a 3-month strategy plan. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what I do with some of my clients. Just a sneak peek. Are you still seeing my screen? Am I still sharing my screen? I'm going to, because I want to move from this now. If you are still seeing my screen, please let me know.
Yes, we can still see.
Thank you. So, if you can see what I want to show you next now. Can you see can you see this? This is a Google Sheet. Can you see this is a strategy for somebody? Can you see this? Somebody unmute your mic and tell me. Can you see what I did here?
Yes,
Yes, I can see.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Can see it.
when you say something is okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Can you see, oh, research relevant career path with NHS, this, that, and now I have things like this. When I say I have a framework that I use to do these things, I have another slides entirely that what I do with them is actually time bound. You need to have apps that will tell you, oh, this, and this is what you should be doing today. You cannot be committed to your strategy devotedly for the next 3 to 6 months and you will not have a good news. It's not possible. So you remember I didn't tell you, oh, I can assure you in 1 month you get COS. Anybody that is telling you that is a liar. Even people who collect money for COS right now, as in I don't know, somebody interpret it for me. He's already choking them in the throat. So you need to have a strategy. Stop applying blindly. Stop applying to companies who don't have COS. There are ways, all this information are available. There are ways you will know companies who have it. Then T for target. Identify COS holding employers. Apply smart. Don't apply hard. Apply smart. Part of the ways of applying smart, you have AI. Now, not everybody knows how to use AI. And these are one of the things I take my clients through. You need to know how to use AI to your advantage. The world has gone beyond the era of, oh, just go to Google. Oh, let me just go to one business center. Let them just help me type something. No, there are ways that is what, even these organizations, NHS, they have all infused AI into their system. So if you use AI anyhow, they will know. So there are ways and methods that you will use AI. I'm sorry to use the word. Their father, they will not know. When you answer that question, did you use AI? You will boldly say no. There are ways. You need to sit down. You need to be smart and strategic. See, the truth is, life will never give you what you think you deserve. Life would only give to you what you demand from it. And truth be told, the situation in UK right now is a clear example of how life is. If you're ignorant, you will suffer for it in this country. If you don't have a strategy, you will suffer for it. If you don't know where to get the right information and how to use AI to your advantage to get your applications right. For every application, when people come to me for my Done For You services and I tell them that, oh, this is how much I charge because I'm going to be applying for you till you get a job. And they're like, Rachel, I'm there, I'm not working. Where do you expect me to get that kind of money? I tell them, okay, you're going to work. I'm going to sit down on an application. One application takes me minimum of an hour. Why don't I just leave it too and go and do care work? I may sound insensitive, but where I'm driving at is this. Every job I apply to is unique. I do not use the same CV for every job, even if it is the same healthcare assistant role. No, these are no peace. That is why some jobs it's just easy for the ATAS system. There's a system called ATAS that HR managers use to sieve out irrelevant CV. So many of you will not even get response, not to talk of unfortunate. You see those people that are even lucky to get unfortunately message, they are the ones that were shortlisted. That, oh, after they now shortlisted you, they now saw that out of these 200 applications that they shortlisted, we are able to we still prefer the first 10 people. So those remaining 190 people, we are now fortunate to get unfortunately. It sounds somehow, but it's the truth. So the next thing is application. A stands for application. Build a strong CV. Use the STAR method. This STAR method, our time is fast spent. I don't want to really start going into details. This STAR method is the method I use for my supporting statements. There is a way to go about your supporting statement. Each paragraph, there's something that the AI they are using to shortlist is looking for in the supporting statement. It's not just about you having the NHS in your CV. If you like, work for NHS for 1 year, it doesn't mean they will shortlist you for interview. So there are things they are looking out for. There are exact keywords that the manager in charge of that maybe word is looking for before they now say, okay, oh, HR manager, these are the people that I think I need. Oh yeah, you can send them message and let them come for interview. So there are certifications. One of the things I forgot to mention was in the process of looking for jobs for my husband over the years. Remember I said it's a family of 7, 5 children. There's no money for rent, not to talk of food. Oh, we went to, I'm not ashamed to say it though. My husband, God bless him. I know, God bless him. Please help me to say God bless him again. Because my husband will be the one to go to food banks. He's never ashamed to go to food banks just to make sure that his family doesn't suffer. No, he will enjoy the fruit of this land. Because I guess I also made it easy. Because I would also sit down and say, you see this job, you will get it. I did not leave it to him to look for the jobs. So there's something, I think I lost my chain of thoughts there. There's something that I always do when I'm working on these I lost my chain of thoughts. I was trying to explain something that I remembered. When I remember, I'll come back to it. So yeah, there's something the managers look out for. There are keywords that you need. And all of this, I will repeat it and intensify. You really need to learn to put your AI to work. I recently worked on somebody's CV on Monday. And by the time I got access to his track account, I'm not saying this to mock anybody, but I told him particularly, I said, excuse me, sir, with what I'm seeing on your track back end, if you like, apply for 200 jobs. Unfortunately, the Mamari is not a curse. And I say it with all humility. If it didn't dare, it didn't dare. God, I need to get serious right now. I'm sorry. But it's the truth. There are some applications that even you that you are not HR manager, when you see it, you'll be like, This brings me to one thing many people are guilty of here. Please, if you don't take anything away from here, take this away. Don't lie on your CV. I know many people will say they have come. How are we going to do it? How is that possible? There's a CV I wish I can share with you. I don't know. Can somebody, is Temi still here? Temi, can you please raise your hand? Temi or Akiwale, can you please raise your hand if you are still here? Help me use the eye of the spirit to nominate one person that we can use, or let me say 3 people that we can just open their CV. I want to just quickly cite examples. So the client I worked with on Monday has just OND. She didn't really have many, somebody that in Nigeria, she just, she's a hairdresser and all that. And her CV, when I saw it, this is a family of 5. I knew that, no. But because it's something I was used to, by the time I presented that CV back, her husband called me and said, Ha! Where have you been all my life? Because I did not remove the fact that she was a hairdresser from her CV. I removed things I sensed that these things were not true. But there was a way I rewarded that role. Because what you don't understand is that if there's anybody who wants to volunteer for us to use either your track account or your CV, I think I would use like 10 minutes for that. I want us to finish fast. I don't want to, we have used 1 hour already. So that I can, so that this thing can be more practical.
Can we use Kausara's CV, please?
Okay, Kausara. Kausara, will you prefer your CV or your track?
Yes,
Is it
please.
Kausara that has the 3 months left, right?
No, I don't have 3 months left.
So Kausara, her company's license was revoked. Someone here said he has 3 months left. I think we should also give that person an opportunity. Dada Kende has also been very active.
Okay.
Yes, so can you send me that CV on my WhatsApp?
Okay.
I believe everybody here came through the WhatsApp.
Yes.
So send it to me via WhatsApp and I would be able to share it on the screen here. Thank you. Who is that person that said his COS is remaining? His visa is remaining 3. Dada Kende, if you can send your track,
I think something.
maybe you
Toby
should
or
do
I don't know.
screenshots because I don't want to expose your login details. If you can do several screenshots and send to my WhatsApp, then I would go through it. I would put it on the screen here.
Yeah, it's Toby. Oluwatobi Bams is the one with 3 months left.
Okay. Oluwatobi Banks is already with NHS. So his case is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. I've lost my chain of thought. I know I was saying something very important. Yeah, so I was talking about not lying on your CV. So I was able to actually elevate this person's CV to and do what is called, there's something called transfer of, oh, why am I losing my chain of thought here this night? There's something called
your message. I'm seeing the things you've been trying to say there.
Kausara, right? Okay, let me see if I can do this. What can you see on my screen? What can you see on my screen, everybody?
Breaking down the system.
Okay, so I want to move Kausara's CV. Let me put it here on my drive. Download. Oh gosh.
Daddy went outside.
Please help us to unmute. I help us to mute, I mean, participants. Guys, I'm coming. Oh, I'm trying to. I don't want to expose too much. Okay. I want to. Okay, let me share my entire screen. Oh, this screenshot, is it working? What can you see, please?
See employer name, Ascent Labores, employer address 25 Adewiwi Street, Lagos, Nigeria. Type of business, total settings. 4 of 4.
Okay. Oh, Holy Spirit. Where is all these things you sent to me? Is your this thing there? Is your supporting statement?
No, I don't think so.
I would prefer just your supporting statement and your, so that we don't waste time. I don't know why this thing is. Maybe my laptop is telling me that it wants to rest. Screenshot your supporting statement to me, please. Yeah, so the point I'm actually trying to get at for everybody is that there is what we call transferable experience. Even if you were a hairdresser back in Nigeria, there is a way you can transfer your knowledge and experience, and you would get a care job, even if it's just to start a job, pending when they are able to sponsor you. You necessarily do not need to lie on your CV. Of course, I know there are situations where you may really need to just form that CV. I understand. Trust me, I'm not trying to be holier than thou, but I see that many people just let go of their years of labor back in Nigeria. Some people who were major bank executives and all that, they just let go of those things. They don't allow it to reflect on their CV. And some have been told that if you put all these things in your CV, the company will not employ you, because the people that want to employ you will say that your experience is too much. No. There are ways you can word your experiences, your previous experiences, that you will still be able to get the right job. And there are some jobs on the NHS website, even on Indeed. Because one thing I want us to, while this webinar is about NHS, because of this part where we are now, your future, if the plan is really for settlement, I think the goal is primarily for you to get COS as soon as possible, not necessarily NHS. If I'm saying everybody's mind, can you please tell me you concur?
Yes, we concur. Yes.
Yeah. So, have you sent it, please?
Yes, I have.
We are still waiting for the link you said will be sent to the chat section.
Okay. Let me quickly do that now. Yeah, what I was trying to remember was transfer of skills. There are skills in your job roles back then that you can transfer to any new job in the UK. So somebody is going to post that link now. Temi, please help me repost. I've sent it to you too. Okay, so I really want to share my screen, but this is WhatsApp. Let me see. Okay, can we see what I'm seeing? Can we see her supporting statements that she sent here? Can we see it?
Yes, I'm a compassionate and dedicated healthcare
Yeah, we can
support
see it.
worker.
Kausara.
Yes, I can hear you.
Please tell me the truth. You used AI for this.
Yes, I used it.
I can see it.
So
I
what
can
I
see
just do is just change the roles if I'm applying then, and also the name of the NHS. That's what I do.
So, you can see that I immediately told you that I could deduce that you used AI because there are some Englishes. There are some Englishes that once you see it, you know that it is AI. My values strongly align with those of Penine Care NHS in delivering using reassurance and familiar communication technique. I showed courage by taking initiative during. Now, there's something you did here. Please permit me to use some words. It's not intended to insult you in any way, please.
Okay.
When a HR manager is reading your application, maybe the edge I have is because I studied English also in the university and I was English teacher for years. So maybe that's why I can easily see some of these things. But there are some things that doesn't look intellectually. I don't want to talk in a way that would I'm trying to be careful with my words, but there are some intellectual instances that it doesn't just align when we see them. So now this is one thing. Every paragraph should have its own body of knowledge. It should speak something. Your first paragraph has joined many things together. And you said something that most times what you do is you just change the name. And the truth is, what Penine Care NHS Foundation Trust is looking for is different from what Northumbria Healthcare Foundation Trust is looking for, even though it is the same healthcare support worker role. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there's this part now where you wrote, let me see. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
I can see I showed courage by taking initiative during a challenging session. Brilliant. It is a very brilliant way, as a very brilliant point to put in your supporting statement, but it came in your first paragraph.
Okay.
So it's like you want to dress up. You put on your shoes on your head.
Yes.
Put on your shirt on your bum. How will that person look to you? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
I'm just looking for a way to make you really understand what I'm trying to say. So there's no coherence. That's the word.
Yeah, I think my next.
Hello. Can that person mute?
So the dog will go out when you're in the middle of this.
I don't want to have to remove it.
How are you?
Sarah, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So there's no coherence. Everything is jumbled together in your first paragraph. And so when I mentioned that for my supporting statement, I have a framework that I use for my supporting statement, and it's called the STAR method. And that STAR method, it shows, okay, the first situation. Okay, what is my situation? The employer, your supporting statement is your cover letter. Is what is introducing you to this person that has never met you before. And what many of us don't know is that before you get a message inviting you for interview, the first person that they forward all applications to after their AI has shortlisted candidates and sieved out applications that are not relevant is the manager, maybe the home manager, whoever it is that is going to be managing you as an employee. And this person doesn't have access to your name. Now I'm talking about NHS applications. This person doesn't have access to your name. I can say this boldly because I have had instances, I have had ward managers who have expressed this. So I'm not saying this from assumption. Now, they don't have access to your name. Because if you would agree with me, when you're applying for any job in NHS, there's a part where they want to know your color, your region, where you came from and all that. Just so they are putting all the systems in place to be sure that they are not biased in selecting who they shortlist. So when you are writing your supporting statement, that is the only thing that the manager is seeing, that they are using to decide who they are calling for interview. Praise the Lord. Can somebody shout hallelujah? Are you getting me?
Amen.
Yeah. So I know that some of you, this is not the first NHS webinar you are attending. So you would be wondering what is it about the supporting statement? They'll be saying, what's your supporting statement looking like? The truth is, before everybody finally gets that you have been invited to interview, the only thing that the manager or whoever it is that is going to shortlist you sees is not your educational certifications, is not your name, is not your date of birth. So some of you will be like, racist ni wọ́n. They are being racist. They know the people they want to pick. Hello, they don't know you. They don't know your name. The person that shortlisted you for interview doesn't have access to your name. I stand to be corrected. They don't. So, you see that supporting statement? I was telling somebody something yesterday and he opened his mouth. I have spent... There was an application I did for my husband that took a whole day. And I'm not kidding. 24 hours, I was on it. You know, when you are doing application and you're like, and because that particular company was not even using track, it was NHS, right? But the NHS Trust Act had their own. And every question was like a mini supporting statement where they expected close to 1,000 words at a time. And I knew that these people, but you know what? I was happy that they called him for interview and he nailed the interview. The only reason we didn't take that job is because it was in is it Southampton or where? Another end of where we were at. We were, no, let's just tell them we don't want this job. Because I can never forget that application. I spent over 24 hours. As in, I didn't cook, I didn't eat. I was just on the bed. And you know when you're like, I must finish this thing. I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh no, I must finish this job. I must finish this thing. Because I understand that your supporting statement is what they are looking at. Your supporting statement is what is introducing you. So now you have said, I'm a compassionate and dedicated healthcare support worker with a genuine passion for delivering high quality, patient-centered care. Now, this, your first English that you used, are you certain that it is in line with the trust values? It's a sweet generic statement that most people use. It is what AI gives most people. But the first paragraph introducing you, does it really prove that you read the trust values and you inculcated it into that supporting statement? Nothing in this first paragraph has told us about your current situation. Nothing in this first paragraph has told us, oh, you are a healthcare assistant with so years of experience. Are you getting what I'm saying? Is she still here? I think, am I alone?
I'm here. We are here.
We are here. She typed yes.
Okay. So most of the things I'm reading here, they sound too generic. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Can you see where you came? Before the employer, whoever it is, you too. I tried to let me open my camera. I tried to say something. I wish I can see you face to face, koro in the eye. Put yourself in my shoes. Let's assume I'm the manager that is reading application of over 300 people and I have 5 children and I want to go home and rest and I will still have to go and chase clients. I will still chase support worker that did not come to work. I still need to report this. I need to give reports to my own manager too. And I still have to shortlist candidates. And level 3 diploma is one of the essential requirements in the person specification, and you are now leaving it under. You did not tell me in the first paragraph. Wait, you two, put yourself in my shoes. Do you think I will have the patience to read to this when I still have like 100 applications to read? Can we answer my question?
No. By the first paragraph, I'm done.
Yeah, you just read through it. And for you to have a level 3 diploma in health and social care, many of us are not proud of it because, let me not use the word proud. Many of us did the cheap diploma. Yeah, that was what I was trying to remember when I said I lost my chain of thought. We didn't have money for NVQ. Where family has not even survived, they are talking of money for NVQ. But many people don't even know that you don't need to pay thousands for NVQ. My husband does not have NVQ. He has the level 3 diploma. That course is just, I think, £50 or 30-something pounds. Then there is now a particular organization that has this certification with a recognized certifying body in the UK that they collaborated with. So when you do that, their cost of £50 or is it £25, and you pay additional maybe £140 or something. The exam you do from that cheap course, they They send it over to that company, and you have the certificates, the proper level 3 or level 5 certificates to prove that you have gone through this. So when you tender it anywhere, NHS, anybody, you can boldly say with your full chest that you have level 3 diploma, even if you don't have £2,000 or 6 months to go and be doing NVQ3. So it's all about information, like I said earlier. Your introduction, your first paragraph is
Monica.
your first paragraph is what sells you. So let's leave that. Let's take it. Let's go to the next thing. Because time should have go. What's the next thing? So map your career path, plan for your settlement, make the right decisions. I'll use this opportunity to quickly delve into a few advice for people who their COS is about to be over. Number 1, book for consultation. Don't joke with it. You need it. Whatever jama you can do, whatever hustle you can do to raise money, I would advise people start looking away from skilled worker visa, especially health and care.
Does your consultation come cheap?
Does my
consultation comes cheap or expensive?
Does my service come cheap, sir? I have been talking for almost 2 hours. Do I sound cheap? As in the value I'm giving?
Never. You don't sound cheap, honestly.
Thank you, sir. But I understand what you are saying. The link is there. It's very affordable. It's not even up to £100. Tell me, have you posted the link? I think the link is there. Please help me post the link.
Yeah, we've received the link.
I think it's on the chat. I'll also drop it on the WhatsApp as well.
Yeah. So the difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not luck. If there's anything I've said here today, if there's anything you can pick from everything that I've said here today, is that strategy. I have been asking questions in the group for the past 3 days, and I saw somebody even said he has only done 1 application this year. I understand that bills are mounting. You need to work, especially if you don't have your partner here. A friend of mine, after her company COS was revoked, one of these days, if she's available, maybe I'll bring her to the group to talk to us. She had to get somebody in Nigeria. There's an organization that she had to go through. And she paid, I think it was 1,500 or so. She worked hard, paid them because she knows she doesn't have the time. Bills are mounting. I think she said she paid them 4 times or so. And their work is keep applying anywhere in the UK. Keep applying till I get a new COS. And they started her job for her. In fact, at a point, she said she will call me and say, Rachel, I'm tired. These people are just throwing application anywhere. Wales today, there are several interviews she even said she's not going for. Do you get what I'm saying? They help us spread the terms, and we're doing quality applications. She paid huge money. She paid huge money, but they were assisting her. Reason why I don't offer much of those services, and even if I do, I don't even charge up to 1,500, and I don't take plenty people because it's a lot. Most of the time, I don't take more than 4 to 5 people in a month for my done for you services because I have twins. 3, as in, my hands are full. They'll just be starting school in September, so I cannot afford to bite more than I can chew. I'm not greedy. If I'm going to give you value, I give you value. So when I do done for you services where I sit down and run applications for you for 6 months and I work with you till you get a job, it doesn't come cheap. So if that is what somebody here needs to sit down and say, I need to employ a VA. I need to find somebody who will be doing this application, make me the work they go. If the pathway you are going to use is maybe you want to go through, and let me quickly say this, some of you need to start considering other pathways, especially if you are still a student right now. It is expensive, but it is cheaper at the long run than when you have to do post-study visa. If you've heard of Global Talent Visa, if you have heard of self-sponsorship, please, I know it is expensive, because if you come to me and I take you through the consultation and we bring you on board for Global Talent Visa with I have a sister who runs that for people. It is not cheap, I'm not going to lie. But imagine you're a family of 5 and you are going to spend over 15,000 on post-study visa that will still not lead to settlement. And somebody is telling you bring 10,000 pounds, which includes all the evidences and everything you will gather for your Global Talent Visa, or maybe bring 7,000 or 5,000 pounds for self-sponsorship, and they are going to run this thing for you, and you have peace of mind for the next 5 years till you get your ILR. Nobody is coming to stress you. Many people do not even know what situation they are in, and they don't know what help that they need. So when I say you need to go for sponsorship, please, you need to get consultation, please do that. And this brings me to this offer for as many people as are interested in this. I'm holding a 3-day COS, NHS plus COS workshop next week. And all of these strategies that I've taught you is going to be a group coaching. It's going to hold for 3 days. Yeah, I'm going to teach you the core strategies. I'm going to open all my backends. I'm going to give you access to the exact tools that I use. I'm going to look at your CVs and I'm going to help you through. We are going to, on the call, look at your current situations and say, okay, this is what is needed for you. This is totally different from one-on-one consultation. This is a group coaching where I give you CV templates that I use, so that if you just want to go do it yourself, I take you through the guidelines that I use in applying. For example, the Excel sheets that I opened, I take you through all these things, and you have opportunity to ask questions. We look at your cases, basically everything we have been saying since morning, but on a deeper level. That is what we'll do in this workshop. It's going to hold for 3 days next week. And it is Holy Spirit. What's happening to my slides? Okay, so this workshop is usually, for this service I charge £100, but for people who are here today and you are ready to make a decision, this workshop is just £59. It's just £59 for people who make a decision today. Gosh, what is happening? Please, I'm coming now. I need to stop sharing my screen. There's something I want to share with everybody.
NHS.
Hi, please, good evening.
With NHS. The workshop.
Okay, so am I still sharing my screen? Can anybody still see my screen?
No, we are seeing you, not
No,
just
no, we can't.
Okay.
Only you.
This permits me to. Okay. My laptop is beginning to hang. I've been on the system all day. Okay, so for those who are interested in the workshop for next week, starting next week Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Somebody said how much is the job hunting fee? What do you mean by that?
Please, can you throw more light on the self-sponsor, please?
Self-sponsorship is just a pathway whereby you get license, you register a company, you get sponsorship license for that company, and you sponsor yourself. So instead of you looking for sponsorship elsewhere, you are the one sponsoring yourself to
Because
stay
I'm a
in the
very good
UK.
hairstylist. I make hair right from Nigeria and even in UK. It's just that I need guidelines through that route. So I don't know if they can book a session with you too.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my.
You can. Yeah, so these
Is it every kind of job you can apply for that self-sponsorship?
no, there are clauses. Just like we said, the Home Office is tightening their borders. You understand? So around November last year, they removed so many job titles from that role too. But the truth is, it's just like I've said in this class today, it's all about strategy, positioning, knowing what you are actually looking for. Do you get what I'm saying? So I have posted a link now for as many people as are interested in this workshop that is coming up next week. I'm going to be giving, if I have given you any value today, if you feel that you have gotten any value for free, just imagine what you will get from the paid workshop. And
Auntie, I beg 50.
I beg what?
50
What's 50
pounds.
Oh, you are pricing it. Oh my Nigeria. God. The good thing is that the payment link I've sent. There is opportunity to pay with Klarna, to pay with Revolut Pay. So with Klarna, you can divide your payments into 3. And so if you click on that link, you will see an offer for you to also upgrade to VIP. Now, the advantage for those who would be in the VIP is before the workshop every day, an hour before the workshop. So before you come in for the webinar every day, an hour before that, the people who are in the VIP would have access to me. They are the ones we will really use their applications as case study. They get free access to ask questions. I get to personally look at their CVs, look at their track accounts, look at their situation and they have access to a totally separate WhatsApp group where I work with them not one-on-one, but they have a closer, a deeper level of reference point to me. And for every framework that I use to get these applications done fast, I give you. So Kausara said something the other time that what she just does is copy and paste, then edit some things. So imagine when I have that for you for 4 different job roles that is tailored to you. And all you just have to do is, okay, this is the job I'm applying for right now. She has already given me the exact strategy, the exact framework that she uses. So for those in the VIP, I give you every tool that I'm using currently. There is a particular software that is connected to my Google Chrome. So when I go on Indeed, I didn't even mention that, imagine. When I go on Indeed, every job that comes up, it automatically tells me whether this employer has sponsorship license or not. So you would not even need to go and start looking at the list of employers and start sieving out and spending weeks saying, this job I saw on Indeed. No, once you open it, bam, let me show you what I'm saying. So for those who are on the VIP, that is one thing I can promise you that I'm going to download for you, or that I'm going to give you access to. And for everyone who registered, definitely all of the frameworks that I use, I'm going to teach you in a more detailed way. We are going to work together. It's hands-on. It's a master class. It's a master class. So let me just quickly show you what I was trying to say.
Please, I have a question.
I'm listening.
So, about the self-sponsorship you made mention of,
Okay.
for people who have already gone, like, say, 2-3 years on their skilled worker visa, say, carers or senior carer, will that void the number of years that they've spent on it already?
No, because it is still skilled worker visa. It's you are just changing employer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, my spouse has got a question.
Okay.
Sorry, I was first the main applicant when we started this key worker visa before my wife took over. I want to ask if both mine and hers will come together.
Come again. I don't get your question, please.
So what he means is that after the student route we came through, he was the sponsorship holder. But because the company was honestly a bit hostile and all, I had to take over the sponsorship from him. So he's asking if all the number of years spent on both his and mine is gonna count towards ILR.
No.
Okay.
So how that works is this. Please, before I come to your question, can you see what look at my Indeed here? Can you see something?
Yes, NHS jobs, yes.
What can you see here?
NHS jobs, US and settlement strategy accelerator.
No, is that what you can see?
Yes.
No, that's not what I'm showing you.
Yes, so.
Who said yes? So
NHS job plus US and settlement strategy accelerator basic.
That's not what I wanted to show you. I have. No. So what are you saying now?
Same thing.
What are you saying now?
Same thing. Okay, now it has changed.
It has changed.
It has
Both
changed.
education online tutor. Welcome, Rachel.
So can you see my Indeed?
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So can you see that for every job, it tells me which employer has a license
Wow.
and which one doesn't have. So I don't bother. I don't bother even applying to jobs that doesn't have license and wasting my time, wasting hours. So look at this now. UK visa sponsor. They have license. I don't need to go to government website and download, you know. So these are one of the things that I'm going to be exposing you to when we get into the workshop. I've posted the link for as many people as are interested in applying. Thank you. So back to Daniel Ajiboye's question.
Yeah, it's Ruth Ajiboye, sorry. I'm using my son's Zoom account.
Okay, so the question is that you were initially on sponsorship visa, right? Sponsorship license. You had COS before.
My husband did. He was the main what is it called now? The sponsorship holder.
Mm-hmm.
Then after spending I think 2 years or thereabouts,
Mm-hmm.
I had to then take it over from him while he became my dependent. So he just wanted to know if that counts towards ILR, which I think the answer is just no.
No, you're starting all over.
Okay, so back to the self-sponsorship. I'm actually a hairdresser, experienced one, and a fashion designer back from Nigeria. And I'm looking to do a self-sponsorship. We're a family of 6. So I just wanted to confirm what route is better. Is it like self-sponsorship, global talent, or anything that is available, something that one can just, do. So I wanted to clarify if that is going to cancel the number of years that
No.
have been spent, even on
No.
global talent.
No, it doesn't, because it doesn't. That's the beauty. Global talent is still the best visa route right now, and it doesn't. Any years you have used on skilled worker visa adds up. So if you have used 3 years or 4 years, and you just do extra 1 year on global talent. So let's assume this year 15 years law came to play, and you have already used 4 years. And the beauty of global talent is that you can actually just pay for only 1 year.
Yeah.
And you would immediately be leaving the health and care visa route and be
Yeah.
jumping on global talent, and you won't need to wait for 15 years.
Okay.
So it's about having the right information and knowing how to go about it.
Okay. So how do we book for this consultation so that at least one can know like what it entails?
You know that this class is actually not for immigration consultation.
Yeah.
Usually the consultation for immigration, where we spend 1 to 2 hours with you, go through your exact situation, and advise on the best pathway for you, and also show you how it is done for you to now decide whether you want to go ahead and do it yourself or you want to use our agents. For that, it is £250 for consultation.
Okay.
Do you understand? But trust me, if it is self-sponsorship that you want to do, it is a kind of consultation where you are advised to come in with your pen, everything, so that you can actually decide to go ahead and try it yourself thereafter. Because it's not everybody that actually has the bulk of money to pay a lawyer.
Okay.
And our lawyer also offers services where after you have done it yourself, before your submission, you pay, I think, maybe £500 for them to go through it and say, okay, this thing is viable enough, now submit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have, like I told you, I have been through a lot. So I'm not somebody who doesn't understand financial situations of people. So I try my best to help people to look for the best routes that would still be able to work with, that they'll be able to work with. You understand my English? English is hard.
I do.
Then another option is this VVIP you're seeing on the screen may be another thing that would work for you. So it is everything in the NHS and COS workshop plus advice on settlement. So for people who pay for this VVIP is £299. So so instead of just paying £250 for only settlement consultation, you have everything. You get to join the workshop, you get to have all my templates, all my back end, everything and you now still have one-on-one support. So for those on VVIP, you get to you don't have to be in the general room where everybody is seeing your back end, knowing your life story. You get to book a consultation call with me. We go through your situation and we work together. You have access to me for 3 to 6 months till you eventually get your COS or whatever job you're looking for.
Okay, thank you so
that's
much.
what the VVIP is meant for. So it's a 3 to 6 months contract with me where you are free to call me, of course, not in the midnight when I'm kissing my husband, though. But at least you get to have access to me. I did this application, I'm about to submit. I just want you to help me look through it. Do you think it's okay? Do you understand that that is what the VVIP is meant for.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So for people who, somebody said my own problem is not getting an interview, is getting the job after the interview. Yeah. So this is one of the things I do with those on my VVIP. For those on VIP, we have a hot seat section. You know, I told you that for people on VIP, after the general class, you still get, before the general class, you get to have a class where it's only, so if it's only 5 people that paid for VIP, right? So you get to have a separate class with me where we go through all these things. So there's something I call hot seat session where I bring in HR, somebody who is in HR, somebody who has had experience with NHS applications. So it's a hot seat where you have 3 people, just like an interview, and we go through the interview with you. We do it back to back. Do you understand? It may be Daniel today, tomorrow it may be Kausara. So you're learning from other people's experiences. So thank you for asking these questions. That is one of the things that comes with the VIP. While the VVIP, for before when you get an interview, before the interview date, any interview you get, before the interview date, you get to call me to say, Rachel, I have an interview tomorrow. This is a job I've not applied for before. So for example, maybe you have always been doing support worker and you now got a job in Badford that is maybe something in line with public health, maybe like a tobacco advisor job, for example. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like, I'm scared. I don't know how to go about this. I don't want to fumble. So we say, okay, you know what? We are going to put you on the hot seat, only me and you, not the general group one. That is one of the advantages of the VVIP. So have I been able to answer your question? So this workshop we are holding is not just, of course, for those who are just paying for the basic, you get to still enjoy.
Hello, Sarah.
Who is this? Get to still enjoy seeing it because on one of those days we'll have somebody in the VIP on the hot seat for everybody in the basic to see how we are doing it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But nobody on the basic gets to sit on the hot seat. If not, we'll spend the whole day. Yeah, the VVIP. Let me send the link. I can't believe what is. Hey, my gamma is hanging. I said my gamma, my slides is hanging. It's not taking me to the next phase. You people seeing any screen right now? Is anybody seeing any screen right now?
Yes, I am.
What are you saying, please?
3D NHS COS workshop.
Are you still seeing anything I'm sharing?
Okay. Your face.
Only my face. Is it beautiful?
Yes.
I no go talk. Your husband did there.
Okay, while I'm trying to work out what I'm looking for, maybe let me open the floor for him. I think he may want to buttress some points. And men are here. You would also learn from one or two things where we say me just talk from woman perspective. So, Mr. Akinwale Badejo, over to you. Is he still here?
Okay.
Hello,
Hi.
can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Loud and clear.
All right. Very good. I just wanted to chip in one or two things to also validate all that you've said. Definitely, although there might still be, I know a lot of people would have said that believe some of the things that you've said, but at least for them to hear, this person that they've been talking about him, and his testimony as well. I want to add that I have had more than one congratulations for NHS jobs. So, but they don't have sponsorship. I have had one in Luton. It was a band 4 role, application, interview, congratulations, but at the end of the day, no COS. I've had another one in Bishop Auckland, band 4, congratulations, but no COS. And it's not immediately they will tell me no COS. It's going to be like after 1 week that, okay, they want to pass me on to the HR. And by the time the HR will look at it and like, this person is serious, but sorry, we can't continue. Then, like my wife said, there was one also that was far away. Maybe like the Southampton side. I said, no, I won't go for that one. Then there's another one again in the north. I'd already done it, passed the interview. The ward manager told me, congratulations, passed me to HR.
That's
Got
Teesside.
to HR.
That's Teesside.
That's Northumbria. Northumbria. When I got to I used to say Bishop Auckland is another one.
And now Teesside
Auckland,
also congratulated you, Middlesbrough.
Yeah, Teesside also congratulated me, but no COS as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 now, right? I've counted. Then in Northumbria, the fifth one, passed interview, congratulated me, passed me on to HR. HR said no sponsorship. So,
That was the most painful because you have been picking shifts in their ward, and it was just because Home Office did a trick and reduced the salary.
Exactly. So that one was very painful, but then everything still worked out together for good. And at the point where you were talking, I wanted to use that to buttress, the point you made that sometimes that these people, they have loads of applications to go through and all of that. So this particular application had taken place since April. They closed it since April, but shortlisting for interview didn't happen until September. So you can imagine from April, May, June, July, August, September, and then eventually I was called and then I passed. But because rule had now been passed in July, so I couldn't get onto that particular sponsorship of a thing. So that was how that one, passed by eventually, before the one that I have now, which you shared to everyone here, that just came in this April. So the strategy is there. The way it is being done is there, like you said, and I believe Kausara too has had a lot of things on the CV, the personality, the qualification, and your essential criteria. All those things, they have a part and a role to play. I've said all of these testimonies of mine so that you know that these things are, doable, and with your help and all these things that you've been telling everybody, these are the kind of things we've gotten. Aside the fact that this COS, testimony that you shared with them, I've counted 5 now for you to know that if not that one thing or the other happened, that's 5 successes when it comes to the application, the interview, and also passing the interview. So 5 successes as a testimony that I'm sharing with you. So the things that will be done, or what you're going to learn by the special grace of God, is something that will benefit you and that has success rate as well. Praise God. It has success rate, and I'm here talking to you. I'm a living testimony. I'm a living proof to all of these things that have been said. So it's about putting your mind to it. And it has been said that, yes, it's not easy. I won't tell you too that it all came easy. There are many, unfortunately, as well. But then it's not like we now do 1,000 applications. Like many people always say things like that. I don't think I've ever done up to 1,000 applications because this shared about targeting. So good thing, and it brings results as well. So if you join this category, whichever one you join, I believe you're going to gain a lot of things, and at the end you'll be able to say, oh, thank God for this, and I'm glad that I was a part of this particular session. And even the things that you have received today, if probably you are able to sit down and watch the replay and you're able to put them into practice, it will still help you as well, because we have touched on someone's CV and made her realize that, look, you don't just put everything together without aligning them. Whatever they have requested for, essential criteria, look at those things, look at yourself as a person. What are the values that you have? What are the skills you have? As you put all of those things in your supporting statement, it helps you to stand out and it helps you to be unique. And all of those probably maybe just AI things that you have used, you need to also go back into everything that has been written and now begin to edit so that it will be tailored to you exactly. And then when people or the managers are reading through, they'll see that this one is not something that is general, it's only particular to this person, because not everyone has the same kind of experience that you have. Not everyone has worked in the same places where you've worked. So these are things that will reflect and will make you stand out and unique. And through that, they just call you and shortlist you for. And the things you also now say, your preparation on the day of interview matters. Yes, we understand some interview might be biased. I've attended one before that I was called and I was told that I did well. But the only thing is that they just want someone else, like their own kind of their own. When I say their own, you should understand what I mean. So that's what they told me. They told me the real truth, that you did well. In fact, we're like, who should we be? But at the end of the day, they now say, we are going to give it to our own. So that also, is one thing. So you don't have to give up, continue, despite all the unfortunately that you will receive. And let me also say this now. All of those successes I believe it's a joint effort. My wife has a part to play, but she wouldn't sit for interview for me. So what I will now say, how I will now go about that one is now left for me. So nobody will promise you that you're going to get the job because you're the one that will now go and sit for your interview by yourself. But my wife, she trusts me that don't worry. Is it once they call you this guy, I know you will get it. And God has always, helped me too in that particular area. So it works hand in hand. All right, so that's what I want to chip in. And then for men, if you're a guy here, you have heard, all these things that I've said. I know that, the bills, especially if you're the one who is the main applicant, I know your family, thing is there. You're thinking about bills, you're thinking of how you want to make it. And if you have people from back home that you're also taking care of, you're thinking of them as well. So that's why, in my own case, this strategy that I use with my wife, you can also use it. She has said it here, she's my PA. Look, I can't really, do all of these things all by myself. I'm the one who is going on the field to do the work. I'm the one who will go and say, okay, I want to go for this interview. I'm the one who will still want to sit down and say, I want to do all the application. I'm the one who also will say, okay, I want to support with the children. I'm the one who will also say, okay, what is going on? Chatting with people, what can I do and everything. So I will just age before my time if I don't learn to delegate and put some things to be handled by people. And thank God for this kind of wife that I have. I didn't have to spend money. Yeah, there are some areas, some things that I spent money on, you get, but some that I felt that, okay, my wife could come in to assist. She assisted, she helped. So developing myself is one area that I spend money in. All of these things, let me add that to you so that you know too. I have done many exams, many certifications that by God's grace, when people see, they're like, wow, no, this guy, you are the one. You are the one we're going to get. There are some job roles that you want to apply for, and then there's a way you package yourself. Like my wife said, it's not about lying. There's a way you package yourself such that you will fit that role. Even if everything that they want there, you have a lot, or you don't have all of it, there are courses that you can go and take that will match with that particular role, and then you just tender it for them, and they're like, wow, okay, we're going to shortlist this one for interview. Okay, I want to share another testimony that there is even one interview, one application that they told me that you are one of the people we're going to call for interview, but we are still doing internal structure. When we finish with our internal structure, just be rest assured that you will call you for interview. You understand? So do not give up on yourself if you're a man and you have many other things that is calling for your attention. The one you can delegate, and the one you can pay money for, please go ahead, pay for it. No one, has it easy here in the UK. No one has it easy here in the UK. So I know the money might be like, like my guy, one guy here saying, instead of 59, why don't you accept 50, madam? Why don't you, it might look like that, but what is going to make the difference and what will give you the testimony, what will make you stand out are some of these sacrifices that you will make. So go ahead. If you know you don't have that time, before you think of the shift, before you finish, at times when you get home, you'll be tired. I can reason with all of those kind of situations. Many times, no 2 days are the same. If you work in the hospital or you work in a care home, or even if it is domiciliary, I've done everything. I've done dome care, I've worked in the hospital, I've done support, and I've also worked in the care home. No 2 days are the same in all of those settings. So if you have someone who can, help you do some certain things and you pay for it, it will help you so that it can give you rest and peace of mind. Amen. I was about to say hallelujah. All right. So that's what I want to do.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think that should be about all. So if you're planning to come on board, after today, my price goes back to original price. So the person is saying collect 50. I'm sorry. After this night, you may not be able to see it at this price anymore. So if you want to come on
Hi,
board,
Rachel, I've got a question. What's the VVIP link? You didn't send that one.
I sent it. It's there. I sent it. Somebody wanted to say something just now.
Yes, Rachel, I actually dropped you a chat asking about you mentioned the service, this done for you. Is it different from the VVIP
Oh yes, done for you service means you don't have time and you need somebody to be helping you apply for these jobs. You understand what I'm saying? So we usually promise that at least we do at least minimum of 5 applications and maximum of 10 applications in a day. And it goes on and on and on till you get interviews. Do you get what I'm saying? So that one, and it would go on for 3 good months till you start getting enough interviews where you can now say, finally, you have gotten the job. And we also have these hot seats with you before you go for interviews so that we know where your problem is. Because the truth is, I'm not saying this to shame anybody, but there are some people who have speech issues, that the reason you're failing interviews is not because you're doing anything wrong. It's just your accent that is against you. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okay, I had this client once that is from Sweetest. Help me remember the name of their country. This country where they used to fight war like this. This Muslim country. One of these Asian.
Afghanistan, Iran.
No, it's not Afghanistan. These are our friends.
Yemen, Syria.
These are our friends now from your place of work. Are they from Afghan? No, they are not from Afghan.
Is it Pakistan?
Pakistan. God bless you.
Pakistan.
They are from Pakistan. This man was a big banker in his country, one of the richest people in his country. But because they needed to support his wife's dream, he came here and he really can't work. And the only reason companies won't employ him is because of he can't communicate fluently. Even though he can speak English, right? There are some accents that when you hear it, even you know that to communicate with these people is difficult. And so, as much as they say that there's inclusion, no matter how much they love your CV, they will not pick that kind of person over somebody who communicates fluently. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the things we do. We'll be able to advise you. I think you should consider another pathway, or maybe your spouse should be the one to look for the job so that you don't bother wasting time and energy looking for this thing. Do you understand? So that package is £1,000. And that's the cheapest, and that is only for this room. I've said that after this free training, that price goes up, because most of the time, if I would actually pack up my bag and go for care work, I think I'll make more money than that. The hours I sit down doing applications, the done for you services, honestly, I don't take more than 3 people in a month. I cannot keep up. So if anybody even wants to do that one, I can only tell you, sorry, I'm done for this month. Maybe by next month I'll have a slot open. I can't do it every month. So that I won't have a situation where you say, Rachel, she just collected my money, she didn't deliver. No, I can't do it. I can't take more than 3 people for the done for you services. And you see that I didn't really say much about it because it's a lot. And although this is 2nd of May, and I think I have only 1 slot left for this month. Yeah. So that one is 1,000. But of course, if you're coming in for any of the workshops, you get a discount. You get to pay 850 if you're coming in for any of the workshops. So, what are we waiting for? Should I serve you juice? Should we dance? Mr. Zizi, I have not seen your order. And if you're really interested in the VVIP and you're looking at the
I'm
cost,
interested.
yeah, that's why there's Klarna. Klarna, you can pay 3 times. In fact, Klarna even has an offer for you to pay 12 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's Klarna option there. Just click on it, because by Monday, my price is going up. Oh.
So how much, ma?
My price is going up. I know my voice is tiny.
The way your skin is like this, I know it's money.
It's not easy, oh. 1,000 pounds. Hey.
It's not easy,
Please,
oh.
mama.
It's not easy. Okay.
Honestly, since I've been in this country, I've not made that money per month.
I'm telling you, my brother, you are in my shoe. Madam, the price is on the high side.
Sincerely.
Now,
If I check you very well, you might be hitting 60 hours per week. Someone like you, Mr. Zizi.
Honestly.
Mr. Badejo,
I'm not shy to show you my bank account.
When you were working, were you able to raise that kind of money to do this kind of a thing? It's not easy the way you are saying it.
Yeah, that is why I'm not even pushing that offer, because it's not for everybody. And I sincerely understand.
No, it's not for everybody. I understand you. But when Mr. Badejo was saying 1,000 pounds, that you are just coming to the country not quite long. You have bills to pay, you have some things to settle.
For somebody like you now, for somebody who is just coming into the country, has bills to pay. Even me, I will not tell you to pay for such.
Thank you.
That is for busy people. That package, is strictly for busy people. For example, you're on 20 hours. Your spouse is working full time. You're going to school. Money is coming in. You just don't have time. And your settlement right now is priority. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Somebody that receives 500 per month, what package fits that person?
Go and do the basic package. And do the basic package. Start from there.
I want VVIP.
You want VVIP? Oh yeah, now you can use Klarna. If you use Klarna and Klarna divides it into 12 months for you, you can still get to pay about £12 per month or £15 per month. If you use Klarna, how much is divide 300 by 12 months? Klarna has an offer for that, but I think that offer you may need to go directly to their app. But on this link right now, it is paying 3. On this link right now, it's paying 3. But if you have the Klarna app,
I have the app.
If you have the app, you can actually use a one-time card. There's a way you can do it that get to apply to pay 12 times or 6 times. There are options. I intentionally decided to use this payment platform because I understand that the people that I want to work with are in a season of their life that I was once in, and I will be very irrational to think that everybody who is here looking for support for job will suddenly have that kind of money. No, I'm not that kind of person.
God
but at the same time, I have to be paid for my service. Ticket.
God bless you.
And let's
I have
call
another
it.
question, please. Rachel.
Call it. There are some that can pay it. And like that person who said that, Mr. Badejo, can you pay that money? There was a time that company that my wife said I was working with, that they were one of the biggest in Kent. At least I also said it because I know it's doable. In 1 week, I can make that kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
at that time, I said I was lounging. I just said, forget NHS.
Yes, now
With
when you are
all the
earning
money I'm making
£900
here.
in a week and you are not even working up to 5 days.
So
Care
I
pass
just
care in this country. Oh, let's leave that one. Somebody wanted to say something.
So what's the difference between the one-on-one session and the workshop?
Okay, one-on-one. That's the VVIP, right? Everything in the workshop with one-on-one. So I've explained it before. The one-on-one session is you, those on VIP at the workshop, they are only having a separate closed room. So for example, if 10 or 20 people register for this workshop, and let's say about 5 people say, you know what, I want VIP. So those 5 people are going to have separate access to me. We go deeper, you know, I open your track. It's close to one-on-one, but in an open air space with 5 other people. So today may be your turn to sit on hot seats. Tomorrow may be another person's turn. But for the VVIP, where the one-on-one comes in, is that you are not a group person. You don't, all these things I'm saying. You see, Rachel, I don't have that time. Can I just pay for VVIP and just find a separate time? I don't want, because the time you'll be having this training may be the time I'm at work. I like close-up relationships. So Rachel, you know what? I want to learn all these things, but I want to have, like, say a lifetime access to the replay, for example. I want to have a lifetime access to it. I want to watch it at my own time. And when you give me all of these resources, when you give me the Google Slides that you use, when you give me all the frameworks that you use, all the links, everything, then I'm able to say, okay, I want to share my screen with Rachel. I'm not techie. I don't understand what you are saying. When are you available? Let me share my screen so that you'll be telling me what to press. Oh, Rachel, I have an interview tomorrow. Can you just, can you create 30 minutes with me today so that we can go through this together and build more confidence before my interview so that you can tell me what I'm doing right or wrong? Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, the first link I sent in the course of the meeting is just somebody who needs consultation. You feel like Mr. What's that man's name? Mr. Oluwatobi. His own case is not that he doesn't even know how to enter NHS. He's already in the NHS. Do you understand? Rachel, I need to pick your brain for 40 minutes. I need you to explain some things to me. So that is the one. I think that is, how much is it, Seth? Is it £59 or £50? I can't even remember. So that one is just the one-on-one consultation call. So you need to clarify some things about your settlements, about you just need somebody to talk to. You need to talk to Rachel. You need to just get from my wealth of knowledge. That has nothing to do with the workshop. And that one is not something that the price is going up by Monday. No. Do you understand? So that is totally different from the VVIP. Have I been able to answer that question?
Yeah.
Somebody said, how can I convert my NVQ from a training board to a higher awarding body? If you have NVQ, what are you converting again? If you have the real NVQ, that one of 1,000 something, what are you converting again? And if it is all those diploma, all those NVQ of £50 something, if you come to the workshop, I'll open my dashboard and I'll show you. I hope I've made myself clear. Any other question? Going. Mr. Zizi, I've not seen your alert, oh.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go through it now. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm already locked in. I'm locked in. You've captured my whole, I don't know what to call it.
I hope you all got value. Please, even if you're not paying for my workshop, I need help from everybody here. Can you please drop a testimonial about today's workshop, whether in my inbox and also in the chat room? Can you just say something amazing? Temi, please help me do as many screenshots as you can do. If you know you got value, if you want to share your testimony via my WhatsApp inbox, no problem. If you want to drop it on the WhatsApp group in particular, I will be so happy on the WhatsApp group. Please, I need testimonials. If that is the money you are paying me for the past 2 hours I've been talking, I will be very grateful. Please, please, please. Thank you. Derayo, good evening. That sounds like the name of my junior in secondary school.
Thank you so much. Please, I want to ask regarding this workshop.
Okay.
If we to join this one coming up next week, Wednesday or Thursday, what will the next one be? Maybe one
The
time.
next one is in another week's time.
Okay, it's
so it's going to be is going to, how do I put it now? Oh, sorry, not webinar, the paid workshop, right?
Yes, one for £59 something.
The next one should be like in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Same fee or
I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee to be same fee. I can't guarantee it to be same fee. Except you want to lock yourself in first and say, you know what, I'm not available now. I'll join the next cohort, but I've locked myself in this night so that I won't pay a higher fee by then.
What time is it?
You said?
What time on Thursday?
The time that children are in school so that parents can have time.
We the domiciliary carer.
Most of you do night work now.
No, I'm a domiciliary carer.
Oh, no problem. I can, my service, this is not a regular kind of coaching where it has to be strictly by my own timing. If nighttime works for everybody, perfect for me. The house will be quiet. 8 p.m. Perfect for me.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm just joining. I've been working, but I've been talking to your husband underground. We're from the same place that's in Kent then.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We're from the same, we went from grace to where I am now is grass, but I thank God.
Oh, it is well. Honestly, you guys can see that we are not lying here.
So you cannot understand. If your husband is listening, let him know. I was talking to another person, ID. He knows ID. And we were just together. We're just talking yesterday. The salary I do domiciliary now, that's the COS I got. The money I earn for working 26 days in 30 days is the money I earn for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are not lying, because honestly, we saw we look at our books too, and we are like,
I work Monday to Saturday, 7 to 10 o'clock. Tomorrow is my off day.
Okay.
And I earn the 2 weeks salary for that whole month. And when those 2 weeks salary I'm telling you about, I work 4 days a week. I don't work like your husband, because me, I'm a woman. My husband works, so I just, lounging. But now we had to move from Kent. And the only place we got COS He's in Reading. Your husband came around Reading. I told you he knows
I
how
think I know the person talking.
You know how expensive rent is, 1,650 excluding bills.
In fact, sorry to cut you. That's making 8 interview. That's another interview I went for that I did not even remember.
You know, I kept asking, bro, what's happening now? You know, give me feedback because I thought I was having another partner and then let him come and pay how I'm paying 1,650. That's excluding bills. You understand? I am tired. Every day I'm tired. We are 4 years plus. By this time next year, hopefully, if this madness stops, we should be able to apply for ILR. So mine is, I just need a breather. This dumb care is running me rag. I don't even have time for
honestly, that is what I tell people, that even if you are currently on a COS, right? These 5 years, after the 5 years, what's next? I have seen many people that are now on ILR, that are now citizens in this country, and they are still running this rat race and still enduring.
No, God forbid.
Because they still don't know how to position themselves yet.
No,
so it is about your future. So you see that my stay framework, that why it's about your future.
I understand. When I've been working, I message your husband, I can't talk. You know how dumb is 30 minutes, you're in, you're out, you're in. So I've been listening, but I can't do anything. But I'm off work now. That's why I'm talking to you. So I'm interested in an NHS job. At least I need peace. Because I've left the house since 5:30. I only went home for an hour, 2 hours, 1 hour break to see the kids.
Honestly, that thing is crazy.
To see the kids, make food for them and go. They are the reasons we're here. And in the end, it's not even working out. We barely have time for them. You know, the other job when we were lounging in Kent, it was okay. I was doing my night shift, you know, come back, pick the kids, 3, 4 nights. 4 nights was even excess, you understand?
Yeah.
But this one, oh my God.
It is well.
So I just need something that can stabilize me. I would need time for the kids. My kids don't do club in school because I have to pick them at my break time. They cannot stay excess. They cannot do anything out of the ordinary. And you know the funny part, the money
is not even sufficient.
See, as we are collecting salary.
Can anybody hear me? Somebody is saying I'm mute.
I can hear you. As we
I
are
can
collecting salary, daddy and mommy, we are paying bills. There's no room for savings. Once we remove rent, remove food money, sis, I'm telling you, nobody can ask me for £10. Me that I know how I was, you know.
Everything here is high. Water bill is high. Everything is. It is well. So we will talk about that. James Dada.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rachel. God bless you indeed. I'm actually, we are Dada Kende. So I was at home when we logged in, but I went out now. So I needed to join with my wife is with the system. My question is that I'm the main applicant, student, MRES. Then I was fortunate to get employed to a care home last December. And thanks to that care home. But the problem I'm having with that care home is that they are not issuing what's it called, care certificate. And I am aware currently that is one of the requirements, important requirements of NHS, care certificate and logbook, workbook. So what can I do?
You can get it from other organizations. These are one of the things that I'll put people through at the workshop. Some of the certifications that some employers hold against people and they don't want to give you the certificates, you can actually get them at very cheap amounts. They are one of the things that I'm going to put, as in that I'm going to share with the people at the workshop. the links
Okay.
to some of these certifications, and there are some people who genuinely do not have time and they need somebody to help them write some exams. That one is not for this place. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. God of Jesus.
Temi, you wanted to say something. You raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am, because it's time to stop the recording. What we are having
Okay.
is just family matters.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
So what's like I
I
said now.
can't pay 12 months for that clan now, Mrs. Rachel.
And maybe you have not been using it well before now.
Yes, I haven't used it before, yeah.
And
She's only
were you
giving me
able
for
to
30
apply?
days.
Were you able to apply for a one-time card?
No, I just downloaded that clan, so I don't really know much about it. I downloaded at a time like that. I was trying to get something, so I just
That's why. You know that everything in this country, you have to build
yeah,
record
okay, I
with
understand. That's
them.
true.
Then another
Okay.
thing, just for, in case of another method you can use in case of next time.
Okay.
That is not even needed. The method I wanted to teach you is that you go and create a one-time card and all, but that's not needed. That's for somebody who doesn't have. That's if the thing you want to pay for does not have Klarna option, but this has Klarna option. So this one, I think you are stuck with the pay in 3. Another option would be to use your credit card. That way you'll be able to pay over time.
Okay, if I use I don't have credit card. Is it the normal card, bank card?
No, credit card.
Credit card? No, I don't have that. I'm still
So,
fresh, so I don't have any of it.
and even when you are still fresh, you see, information.
Yeah.
I think one of these days I need to hold a session for newcomers in this country.
It is going to be very useful. We will really appreciate that.
Because this is a credit society. You really need credit. You need credit.
Okay.
But even with your regular card, you can use the Klarna Pay in 3. I've never used the Revolut Pay before, so I don't know if it's also Pay in 3 or...
Okay, my regular bank card, I can do the pay in 3 without.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll
So,
check it if I can.
so if you want to pay for the VIP and maybe the basic and VIP, for example, which is about 140 something pounds, you would pay.
Okay, I can pay for the two, like, but on separate links or the same link. I don't understand.
See, when you click on the link for the basic and VIP, you will see an option under that. Do you want to add VIP to it?
Okay. All right.
Do you
Let me go
get?
to that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go to that one.
So while the VVIP is the one where you have one-on-one access, that one you don't have time for the workshop. You want, well, Rachel, I just want to have you to myself. Oh, I don't want to be in group.
That one for pay, ma. Honestly.
Now that one for pay. You be a dogu now.
I know be a dogu, but I'm still fresh. I've not made this money in this place. I'm still fresh. A lot of people can testify to that too.
Yeah,
like,
I understand, but it's just always good to get it right than to spend a lot of time.
I'm that kind of person. That's why I'm saying do it once and for all.
Yeah.
Let it go. Yeah.
So who else has a question? I have tried here. I have tried here. I have tried here. Who are we waiting for? Who still needs me to send the link? Please, everybody, don't forget to share testimonies from this session. Please, if there's something that stood out for you, please share. Please share with others. Okay. Are we good to go, everybody? Mr. Zizi, am I waiting for you? Dada Kende.
Yes, I'm doing it now. I'm trying to finish. Is it that when you lock this place, we can't do it again? I'm doing it.
Of course, you can do it again.
Okay. Okay, I'm still doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it presently. So when I heard my name, I had to quickly tell you that I'm on it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Hello, Richard.
Please.
Yeah, somebody just paid now. Thank you. I've seen your payment. Can you shared me your this thing. Can you drop your name for me, please? Somebody is saying something. Dada Kende.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you permit me to, or what time can I discuss with you? Probably tonight or some other day.
About what?
About what's it called? This discussion.
Can you drop me a message on WhatsApp so that I can know?
All right. All right.
Or you could book for a one-on-one.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I think
when you click on that one-on-one link, there's a calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, so it shows you my availability.
And I think that's the one for £50.
Yeah, £50. Is it 50 or 59? I can't remember how much is on it. Sorry.
I think my spirit
have you
tells me
seen
it's
the link?
£50. Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Please, ma, can this links be dropped on the WhatsApp group? Maybe after this Zoom one can I easily access it from the WhatsApp? Please, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'll do that.
Please, can you drop the WhatsApp link for those that are not on your WhatsApp group?
Really? There's somebody here that is not on my WhatsApp group. Are you
Yes,
for
well, somebody actually sent me the link to join.
Oh, can you tell me the person?
He has left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know how. Tell me, please, can you help me drop the WhatsApp link on the chat, please?
Okay, ma.
Thank you, sis. Okay. All right. So we'll also drop the payment links. Okay. I'm coming to the group. I think I'll just do it directly on my WhatsApp. I need to drink water. I've been talking for 3 hours. Oh God. I have not seen testimonial from anybody. This life is not balanced. No, the WhatsApp. Tell me the WhatsApp. It should be on the Zoom. She said she's not in the WhatsApp group.
I've dropped it on the Zoom.
Okay, thank you. So So I'm dropping the other link now. I hope I'm doing it right. The one for Basic and VIP, I've dropped it. And the one for one-on-one. So I've dropped the links on the WhatsApp group for as many people as are interested. Oh, thank you so much for your time. And just as I said before, as many opportunities as I see, I will still always update the group for people, whether you pay for my services or not. So you don't need to rush and leave the group. Yeah, it's a community already.
Thank you.
Already. Ilolawa, you are the bomb. You are the bomb. Thank you for paying. Thank you. I can see your payments. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. So are we good to go? Should I turn off this right now? Can we call it a night? Because this baby girl needs to go and refuel. Any other question? Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time. Good night, everybody. Can't hear anybody again.
Good night.
I'm alone. Good night. Thank you. I'm waiting for your testimonials. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for your testimonials, your reviews, everything. As many testimonials as you can drop in the chat room on WhatsApp, please drop them. It will mean a lot to me.
Thank you.
It will mean so much to me. I've not read some chats. Bye. Okay, so I think Derayo has joined the link, the WhatsApp group now. Someone said not yet seen the link. Adeyemi Benga Solomon. Which link, please? It has been sent to WhatsApp link. Is it still here or has it gone? I can't hear anybody again. Maybe nobody can hear me anymore. All right, guys. Thank you for joining my live tonight. Thank you. We did this together. Thank you. So happy to have you all at my corner. Oh. Okay, for the consultation link, oh, if that's what he's saying, I have dropped it in the WhatsApp group. So good night, everyone. Good night. Bye.